Josh, what is the best diet plan for me? Which one is going to work for me no matter what? God, I wish I had an answer for you. So, are there certain things that are going to work? Yeah, absolutely. Okay? Certain things like adding in more vegetables into your life, that's going to work for you. Okay? It's going to make you healthier. Okay? It's going to make you feel better. Adding some fruits into your life, some whole grains, some meat if you believe in that, but some good quality proteins, that's going to be a great starting point. Okay? We provide food guides. We provide as many tools as we possibly can. But again, they're just tools. They're not 100% going to work for you to get to 100% of your goal. They're cookie cutter. All of our workout plans are cookie cutter. Each person, and first of all, let me back up. Each study, first of all, is a study of averages, okay? Very seldomly does a study ever say this one person, in this one particular case, for one person this happened. No. Let's say they have 50 people. They're going to say, doing this, having more vegetables. We saw this response for the group, okay? On average. But again, unless you're fortunate enough that you are that average, it's going to be hit or miss. Is this food guide going to help get you to your goal? Yeah. If you're going from eating a bunch of junk food and you hone some things in, get rid of some junk food, add in some vegetables, some good lean proteins of whatever, from whatever source, some whole grains or whatever. Yeah, that's going to benefit you. But again, to get you 100% to your goal, maybe. I don't know. Okay. But here's what I do know. I have done intermittent fasting where I purposefully eat within certain hours, okay, within certain windows. I have eaten in a 1 hour eating window. That means I fast for 23 hours and I forced myself for 6 weeks to put 2,400 calories into my system in 1 hour. Yeah, it sucked, but I can say I've done it. And I can say that that's not how I optimize my performance, but it might be for you. I've done 2 hour, 4 hour, 6 hour. I've done 8 hour eating windows, 10 hours. I've done the bodybuilding style of you eat within an hour of waking up. You get 6 to 8 meals throughout the day, very small meals. And I've had protein shakes at night. I've had protein shakes directly after my workout. And again, this isn't, I did it for a day. I've done this, some of them, especially like the bodybuilder style, I've done it for 6 weeks multiple times. I've done keto. The last time I did keto, I think it was like my 7th time doing keto for an extended period of time, for months at a time. I've done paleo. I've even played with vegan for a little bit in there. I did it for 6 weeks. It wasn't for me, okay? I've done no supplements for 6 weeks. I've done low fat, low carb, low protein for 6 to 8 weeks at a time, okay? I've done 10 hours of sleep, 8 hours of sleep, 6 hours of sleep. I've done 2 gallons of water, which was very tough on me, okay? I do not recommend that. I really only lasted 10 days with 2 gallons of water a day. But again, I've gone supplement free. I've gone certain amount of vegetables. I've gone only raw vegetables. I've gone just having broccoli, brown rice, and chicken for 6-8 weeks, okay? I've done that multiple times. I've done trying to eat for only $50 in a week. That means no supplements. That means basically rice or potato, depending upon what phase I was in for my training. It was ground meat of some sort, turkey, beef, whatever, chicken. I used to do canned chicken. Why? Because it was cheaper. And if I was trying to eat within a $50 a week eating, I had to make some cuts. I have done so many different types of diets. For me, I know what works. I know what it feels like when I'm low on carbs because I've done a low carb diet. I know what it feels like when I need protein because I've done a low protein diet. I know what it feels like when I need more fats. I know what it feels like when I need more sleep, less sleep, more water. Why? Because I've played with myself. That's right. Because I'm not afraid to try things. And you shouldn't be either. Now, we can start you with what studies have shown works for the average most people, okay? That's our food guides. Any of our phases have been studied to show that for some people it shows results, for the majority of that being tested. You might do really well with carbs, you might not. You might do really well with high fats, high protein, low protein, whatever. You might need water. You might need to fast. Maybe you do well within an 8-hour eating window, or a 10 or 12, or the traditional bodybuilding style. Maybe you do well with a vegan diet, okay? I mean, maybe you do well paleo. Maybe you do well caveman, the carnivore diet where all you do is eat protein. Maybe, I don't know, okay? And neither do you until you try a few things. So, ask me, Josh, how would you go about doing this kind of a diet? Josh, do I need fruit in my life? Maybe, maybe not, okay? Yes, let's prevent scurvy, okay? You need vitamin C, but for some people, they do really well with only vegetables. Some people need fruits. Again, we don't know until you try. I'm not asking you to do something so extreme like don't eat for 6 months and see how you feel. No, I'm not asking you to do that. But there are some diets that work for people where 2-3 days out of the week, they only eat one meal. Okay? There are some people that, again, they eat 6 times a day. You need to figure out a starting point. Just anything. Start somewhere and let's play with it. But again, do it for 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 3 months, a year before you decide, is this working for me or not? Because you know what? There are some diets like the ketogenic diet. It could be 3 months before you actually get benefit. The vegan diet, you could see a huge change in your body, but then realize, oh shoot, I'm forgetting this. Maybe I'm not getting enough iron or B12 or whatever. And you have to adapt, okay? What we need you to do is just start somewhere and ask questions. I can give you a lot of advice, but I can't give you advice if you don't know what you're currently eating. So start somewhere and let's work on this together.